Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On first down, Wilson. And he finds Penny. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 29, Murray.
At the 29.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And
it certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The score, Cardinals 3. Seahawks, nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Penny. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now he's going to go deep down the left side.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right. So
they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ball carried by number 20.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Number 24.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Murray. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Good for a Cardinal.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 36-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
By the Seahawks. He'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards. And the Seahawks.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Bill Disley.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Penny, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 3, Seahawks nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. Touchdown, Cardinals! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny.
Rashad Penny, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in a zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, That's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
A 1-yard gain brings up third and
to throw on third down. Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Dietrich Wise in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, had to get it up quickly, but it's blocked.
The punt is blocked.
So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
So a great special teams play. They blocked the punt and excellent field position, first and goal. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that makes it 14-10. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. That one good for 37 yards.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
On second down, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
20-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
No gain on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
out of the gun. Here's Murray. Flushed out, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of
back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, a give to Penny. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Third coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. Russell Wilson. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
First down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Murray, that's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Second down and 3. Now Murray again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Cardinals 20.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia, a big one for the Eagles as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then lastly,
and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 41-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Second and 14. Operating from the gun. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
25-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Wilson's pass.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
7 yards to go.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Wilson's pass.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
A gain of 22 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, they'll run it again with Penny.
1-yard line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Rashad Penny, the ball carrier.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Rashad Penny. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
The Seahawks ball carrier.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 1.
Penny will try to punch it in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
24. Cardinals 20.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44, Murray. And he fires one incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side.
Touchdown.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd
from the gun. Murray. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now it's Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Cardinals.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Throwing is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Rodgers has it over on the right side.
Wilson's
that catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and at the 23-yard line.
This is Penny. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Penny. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
He's brought down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete right around the 8. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
3rd and 8.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Penny. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Whoosh. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
2-yard line.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 12. 1:44 to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray is going to find his running back. It's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On 3rd down, Murray, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from way back then, claim what you saw. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cuz. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about us. They ain't seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got it? Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask.